Absolutely.
So next big nerd news story of the week. Kyra, I know you're really excited, but if you see the picture behind me, all you can probably see is a D and a U.
Here's a
and
close-up
half
version
of it.
of the
There it
picture.
is.
Play Wheel of
Dune.
Fortune.
The Denis Villeneuve movie Dune leaked there was a teaser trailer, a trailer for the trailer that leaked online this week. It's since been taken down all over the place.
Yeah.
Illegally.
I think they aired this trailer for the trailer maybe in theaters. Maybe it was before Tenet in certain theaters.
Yeah.
Somebody videotaped
okay.
it.
Somebody got it.
Somebody videotaped
on
it with
it.
their cell phone. It has since been taken down. You
was
can
not me, I
probably
promise.
find it on Reddit. I was
Right?
looking for it today. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
But
I will look later. I'm sure I can go in the deep dark web and
you can find it.
I'm gonna find it.
Well,
You guys.
we found some of the photos, some of the still shots from the leaked trailer. We're gonna break them down for you, show some of the things. There might be some spoilers here because Kyra, you've read.
Guys.
You're currently on like book 3 of Dune.
I'm on four, and I haven't shut up about it, have I? For the
So-
past 2 months, you guys,
haven't, I
I
know.
haven't.
I love that you know the source material.
Yeah.
Shauna and I do not. I'm going into this Dune movie completely with virgin eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I know nothing about the story. I know nothing about the characters. So I'm going to lean on you heavily as we go
Absolutely.
through some of these
Let's do it.
photos. So let's just dive right into them. Kyra, tell us a little bit of these characters. The first one we see is Oscar Isaac playing, I think it's Leto Atreides?
Leto, yeah.
Leto Atreides. Tell us about who Leto Atreides is.
So he is going to be the patriarch, the father of Paul, the father of the main character of the book. He is just going to be like the head honcho. Very strong, powerful character. I think Oscar Isaac was casted perfectly as it. It's hard to talk about this without giving spoilers. You guys,
Okay.
you know, I try to do this with you guys when I tell you about it
Yeah.
because it's just, like you said, I just want
The
you.
main character?
He's
Like-
going to be a main character.
Okay.
Just a very powerful character, a very intelligent, a very smart. People respect him a lot. He is just, he's going to be great.
Is
And
he
I just-
the central character of the film, or is there no real central character of the film?
Well, see, it's like so hard to say that because
It's all
you
over
know,
the place.
I mean, he's definitely a central figure. It's not focused on him though.
Okay.
It's heavily involved
Even
with
though I
him.
don't know anything about Dune,
Yeah.
I'm going to relate it to Star Wars
Oh,
as
let's
we
go.
think. Like if you say,
Poe
is
Dameron.
Darth Vader the main character? Is Luke Skywalker the main character? Is Yoda the main? Like there's
Yeah.
so
Right.
many.
There's so many
storylines. It's
storylines.
Probably
They're all
not,
yeah. They're all important.
that's my 2 cents.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, the whole Star
Good
Wars
point.
thing with Dune is just, it's hand in hand. I mean, that's a whole other thing.
Okay.
But no, I think Leto, and
Leto.
again, the pronunciations
We'll
of
call
these
him Leto.
characters, all these words in this book. I mean, I'm like sounding out. I'm like going through phonics again. I'm like L-E-T. Oh, you know, and it's just like, it's so beautiful. Frank Herbert just, it was
Well, he
amazing.
looks really cool. The next one is it Chani? Am I saying that right? Zendaya.
I
as
think it's Chani. I think it's Chani.
So Zendaya is Chani.
Perfectly
You saw
casted.
these photos. What do you think about her look? Her costume looks pretty cool.
I'm obsessed with Zendaya. I
Yeah.
think she's literally just one of the best actresses, the best young actresses in any genre. She can just play so many people. She's been in so many different things. Chani. Oop,
Whoop. Yeah, you love that
sorry,
spring.
sorry guys.
Bong.
That was for Chani. No. So she's
More of a Mulan sound effect.
It honestly did sound like the
Gong.
bong.
All right.
Wow, I'm so awkward. Chani is going to be the love interest of another main character, and she is going to play not I would say a central role, but definitely a pivotal, a necessary role in the character buildup of somebody else. And I think Zendaya is just, I mean, kind of in Spider-Man almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I would relate it to that with Peter Parker
Gotcha.
and MJ, kind
So
of like
she's
that.
a love interest.
She's
Yeah.
a Mary
Is
Jane
she one of the
the group.
female Jedis you were telling us about earlier, or is she not?
No, she's not. She would have been great
Okay.
at that though too. But she is also one of the natives of the planet Dune.
Okay.
And she is just anybody who lives on Dune in general. I mean, they don't have a lot of water. They don't have a lot of natural resources. You have to be super smart with every little step you take to survive on that planet. So she's just super intelligent, super smart, super nurturing. Those people on Dune are they just do things differently.
Really?
It's really beautiful. It's like a whole different way of life. It's hard to describe.
What about this next one? This next one is the character of Lady Jessica, played by Rebecca Ferguson. Guys,
I
you know
love her.
Rebecca Ferguson. If you saw Doctor Sleep, she played
Rose
Rose
the
the
Hat.
Hat
Yes.
in Doctor Sleep, phenomenally, by the way. But anyway, what can you tell us about Lady Jessica?
So that's the Jedi coming in. So the Jedi are based off of, and again,
They're not called Jedi, right?
No, I'm gonna say this wrong. I still don't know how to say any of these words. I haven't seen the original movie. The Ben Gesserit is what they're called. And
Sounds good to me.
right, it works. So the Jedi are based off this, and
Mm-hmm.
it's you can only be a woman if you're into that category, and it's just basically women Jedi.
That's
and they
awesome.
have all of the mind tricks. They're super intelligent. They just they can they can just do so much. But Lady Jessica is also a central character. A lot of heavy influence on main characters because she obviously plays another, she's a mother of somebody. And also she's in that whole, I would call it almost like a coven of Jedi,
Oh,
you
nice.
know? So they just, these Bene Gesserit witches, they go back in time. They're just like ancient, Jedi rituals, just so many, and it's very hard to become one. You have to go through so much training. It's pretty much just line in line with
like
Jedi,
Star
but I think
Wars.
they're cooler. Yeah, I think they're cooler
I like
because
that
you
they're
can
all women.
You
That's
can only
cool.
be a woman, and it's just because of the woman's mindset is their whole thing. And I think that's what's really cool about Dune is that at that time this book came out in the '60s. I mean, women were there, but it's just such a woman forward book as well as being male because the main character is male and he leads the way, but there's just such this. It's so equal.
So is she like the Yoda, or is she a main character of?
She's not a Yoda.
She's not the Yoda.
I'm indifferent.
Is she like an
about
Obi-Wan?
her.
Is she just? Is she just a random Padawan?
You guys, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not a huge fan of her. I
Okay.
really am not, and
Good
I'm
to
gonna leave
know.
it at that.
Well, I want to ask you about this
Yeah.
next character because this one really got me excited. We see Dave Bautista as Baron Harkonnen
Yeah.
or Harkonnen.
Of course,
Yeah.
the picture says Robin.
It says
Robin.
Robin, but
It
I
was
think
leaked,
is
right?
it Baron? Is it Baron
I think it's
Harkonnen?
Baron, yeah.
Okay, so what can you tell us
B-A-R-O-N.
about Baron Harkonnen and Dave Bautista? Like, obviously, he looks pretty badass in
Yeah.
this.
So I've never saw the original movie, but from what they describe him in the book, he's this huge, physically evil, manipulative, just disgusting character. And he is also in like a huge position of power, and he's just the villain. He's the villain.
He's the bad
just,
guy.
He's
Okay,
not as
good to
cool
know.
as like a cool bad guy villain. He's like a lazy kind of big
Kinda
guy
like Jabba
villain
the Hutt?
He's the Jabba the Hutt.
who just has a lot of power. Yeah.
You think they based Jabba the Hutt on Baron
off-
Harkonnen?
Maybe potentially off him, but in the further books, yes. You guys on the fourth one, there is
Interesting.
definitely somebody off Jabba the Hutt.
Interesting.
This Dune is just, you guys, it's hard to talk about it without spoilers, but I mean, he's an evil character.
Okay, I didn't even know that. I didn't know he was
Definitely
a
the
bad guy.
antagonist.
Sweet.
It's definitely going to be like when you see the bad scenes or him like plotting. That's what it's going to be, I think.
Oh God, that's got me excited. Perfect casting, I think. 'cause
Yeah.
Obviously, Denis Villeneuve had Dave Bautista in one of my favorite scenes of Blade Runner 2049.
Yes.
He crushed it, but not nearly enough of him. So, is Harkonnen in the movie consistently? I mean, is he in the story? He's like a main character. We'll see a lot of Bautista.
Absolutely, he's a main character. Like I said, he's just the antagonist. He's going to be who they're kind of dealing with the whole time, trying to figure out. Not quite hating so much, but definitely like, how do we overcome? You
Okay.
know, he's
kind of
definitely a hated
gangster-
character. He's a
gangster
hated
bad
character.
guy.
Yeah, and he's very easy to hate in the books. He's just he's nasty. He's disgusting, quite frankly. The way Frank Herbert writes about him is just not nice. But I mean, it happens, you know.
Well, the last thing we saw in these were these ornithopters, which I understand weren't in the original film. But what are the ornithopters? Do they look kind of the way you pictured them in your head? Are they like? What do you think? Is this even like move your nerd needle at all? Seeing ornithopters, or is it just a ship and you don't really care?
I mean, that wasn't the I feel like that's like a big detail of like the book.
Are there lots of them, or is it just
well, yeah, like they
one?
bring him to the planet.
So it's not like it's not the Millennium Falcon. There's
No.
everybody's got an ornithopter.
I mean, I don't think everybody has one, but they're like people that are on the planet are just like, what the hell are these things? You know, they're kind of just like, think about it. It's a sand planet, kind of like Tatooine, you guys. Not like Coruscant, right?
Interesting.
Because I feel like the Atreides are coming from a Coruscant planet and they're going to a Tatooine planet, which is just dust, you know, and just little
Wow.
temple houses. So everyone's kind of just like, holy shit, who are these people, you know? I think it's like an important detail, and I think it's cool because they have the technology to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be like really cool scenes,
So it blows
I think.
people's mind when these things land, right?
Yeah, they're just gonna be-
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like the natives, they see these things and freak out. Is that? Or is it really not that big of a?
I
big of
don't.
a thing?
To me, it wasn't that big of a deal because I'm just so
Totally.
character
Yeah.
focused, and I'm just like, I mean, I think they're a detail. I think they're important. It just kind of represents like who the Atreides are
Yeah.
and like what they have and how powerful they are and the machines and the weaponry they have. Because these people didn't have that. You know, these people are riding worms around.
Oh,
They're not
see, we didn't
flying
see.
and-
I don't think there were any worm
Matt, I didn't
shots
get to
in
see
the
the
trailer.
sand
But let's go
worms.
ahead and because we
Yeah.
want to move on to our next story. But
Yeah.
this time last week, the Empire Weekly covers came out, which
Yeah.
had 3 cast covers. One of them was very kind of bluish. The other one was kind of gray. So is that like, you saw them? Any first impressions on? I don't want to. You don't have to describe them, but
I love them. I love the detail.
Did they up your excitement level? Do you like the way they look?
They definitely up my excitement because I never saw the original movie. I heard very mixed things about it. I do want to watch it eventually, but I kind of don't. I'm indifferent. I really like the detail they did with the still suits. I liked the melange, the spice. They when you have that, your eyes are blue. I like that the detail that the people were taking it, their eyes were blue. I like, so in each magazine cover, it was the group of people that they're native to, right? So I thought that was cool that they kind of like made it easy for people to understand.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, so like Paul is with his mother, he's with his father, you know. And then Chani, Zendaya, she's with her people as well.
And there was that third that I think is the gaping maw of the worm, or is that an eyeball?
It's an eyeball.
Is it an eyeball, or is it?
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I thought it was the mouth of the.
Did I see the
I
third
thought
one?
it looks like an eye.
Is
to
it
me.
just a
I've
big
got it
blue
up
eye?
I
here.
don't remember that
It could be. Maybe that's the mystery of
mixture
it.
of
Is
both.
you just don't know.
But
I don't know, guys.
that sandworm, I mean, to me, that's more. I mean, they're probably waiting because it's. But to me, that's more important than the whatever the hell it's called.
Ornithopters.
The sandworm is the huge.
I can't wait to
That's
see
a huge part of the book.
Well, guys, we could talk about Dune freaking all day. So
Shout out Timothée Chalamet. That one's gonna be great too.
Shout out to Timothée Chalamet. This might be a very moot point at this point because, like, by the time this show airs, we might have already seen.
You never
the
know.
trailer.
It might be leaked to everybody.
It could be leaking right this second, but
Yeah.
we just don't know. But it was fun talking about it, man. I couldn't be more excited. I'm way more excited about Dune than probably any other movie between now and the end of the year. So, guys, let us know what you think. Did you see the trailer? Can you describe it for us in the comment section?
Because
I would love
dying to know.
I would love a full description, guys. So sound off in the comment section. Let us know what you think about these photos and if you saw the trailer and did it blow your hair back. So final nerd news story of the week. It was a big week.
Right?
So much stuff dropped this week.
So much.
Well, one of the